Okay, everybody, this is called Story Time with the Farmer. My name's Timothy. So I'm going to tell you a true story. It's a true story about the worst shot that ever lived. It's been passed down from generations to generations. So there was this guy named JD. JD was a very, very, very bad shot. Possibly the worst shot that ever lived. This guy was so bad that he could not hunt. I mean, he was just a poor shot. Had a hard time bringing food home to the family. It's my father. You know, he wasn't very good. Him and his family lived up in the mountains. But this guy, he was very bad shot. Here, go like this. And so, you know, the family, they pretty much had to live off vegetables, wild mushrooms, wild lettuce, berries. The guy wasn't he didn't plant good crops neither. So one day, old JD was out hunting, and as usual, he missed his shot. But for some odd reason, when he missed that shot, as close as they say he missed the shot. And for some odd reason, out from the ground come a bubbling crude. Black gold. Texas tea, they said it was. Now Hollywood, it did a sitcom on this family. But, you know, I think it's pretty insulting to Texans to say that Texas tea, that crude oil, tasted like Texas tea. Now, if you ever changed the oil and you got up underneath the car to change the oil and you got some refined oil in your mouth, you know it don't taste good. So you can imagine how much worse crude oil would taste. Now, it's true, Texas don't have tea as good as like the Southeast, places like Georgia and such. But to say that Texas tea tastes like crude oil is a huge insult. I've had many glasses of tea in Texas, and guess what? It don't taste like no crude oil. It don't taste like refined oil. It's better. And you know what? So anyway, getting back to the story. Old JD, him and his family got together. He's got a nephew. Nephew ain't too bright, but he likes to add knots. And then he has a daughter. His daughter, you know, she likes to collect raccoons and possums and stuff like that. She tries to keep the possums away from Granny. But they all got together with the rest of their family, and the family said, "Oh, Jed, you need to move away from there. You need to go out to Beverly, California it is. Beverly Hills, swimming pools, movie stars." Now, if you have somebody thinking that crude oil tastes like Texas tea, good God, man, have you tried the tea in California? Because the tea in California is horrible. But it would damn sure be an upgrade from crude oil. But anyway, I don't know who y'all think the worst shot that ever lived was. But to me, it would be JD. Jed Clampett was his name. And I just think the guy, he barely kept his family fed because while his nephew's counting knots and his daughter's out there playing with raccoons and Granny's in there sweeping a damn dirt floor, old Jed's out there missing shots. But you got to think about it. Back in the days, there weren't no grocery stores like up in the mountains like that. You know, you think about how far you got to live to go to the grocery store now. Matter of fact, for us, how far we got to go from the farm? How far is it to the nearest grocery store?
35 miles.
35 miles for us in this day and age. So, you know, Jed, he had to go out there and try to hunt up some food and being a bad shot.
It's an hour and 10 minutes round trip to the grocery store.
Yeah. So the good thing about Jed moving to Old Beverly is he's closer to the damn grocery stores. You know, he wasn't worried about no swimming pools and movie stars. He's closer to the grocery store. You ain't got to hunt nothing out there. But for some damn reason, he walked around his backyard with that it was a rifle, believe it or not. In the show, they portrayed it as where you really couldn't tell if it was a rifle or a shotgun. If you look close, you know that it looked like a flintlock rifle. But you tell me how in the hell, because if I can go around Texas or anywhere that's known to have a lot of good oil in the ground, and all you got to tell me is I got to buy a box of bullets, and I can shoot shit into the ground and maybe hit up some oil. That's how the man discovered oil. And what the hell? And so he shot into the ground, and up from the ground came all this oil, and he made all these millions of dollars. That makes me want to go to states that have all this oil and just start shooting at the damn ground. Now, that's the craziest story I ever heard. I think they embellished this story a little bit because I don't give a damn who you are. If you live in the mountains especially, you're not going to have a convertible car with a damn rocking chair in it with grandma sitting in it because it wasn't bolted down. It wasn't nailed down. You know why? Because she's rocking in the rocking chair. Now, you tell me how that makes sense, because if you ever drove down a mountain, you drive down that mountain, yeah, old Granny would have been out a long time ago. But, so I think they embellished a lot of stuff in that story. But y'all tell me, who do you think was the worst shot that ever lived? Anyway, the Clampetts, yeah, crazy, crazy story. That's it.